Hi, how are you? Fine, thank you, and you? Nói tiếng Anh như vậy đã đủ mượt chưa? Đã bao giờ bạn từng tham gia vào một cuộc thi nào đó và đạt được huy chương chưa? Hay một giải thưởng bất kỳ nào đó chẳng hạn? Phần lớn những người không đạt được huy chương hay bất cứ một giải thưởng nào, bạn biết đó là vì sao không? Không phải là bởi vì họ yếu hay là họ quá kém trong cuộc thi, mà là bởi vì họ không bao giờ tham gia vào cuộc thi. Họ chỉ là những người đứng xem những người khác biểu diễn, xem những người khác thi đấu. Và khi mà chúng ta là người đứng xem, chúng ta sẽ chứng kiến toàn bộ trận đấu và lúc mà người chiến thắng lên nhận giải thưởng. Bản thân thì không có huy chương hay giải thưởng nào cả. Và bạn biết đấy, để mà chúng ta có giải thưởng thì chúng ta sẽ cần phải tham gia vào. Tuy vậy trong cuộc sống, mỗi một hành trình nó đều có những khó khăn, đều có những thách thức, và không dễ gì mà chúng ta có thể vượt qua không cần phải nỗ lực. Nên cũng có những trường hợp trong khoảng thời gian đầu, khi những cái khó khăn hay những nỗ lực còn nhỏ thì họ cố gắng vượt qua, nhưng dần dần nỗ lực và khó khăn nhiều hơn thì họ lại từ bỏ. Và những người bỏ cuộc cũng là những người không đạt được giải thưởng. Và giải thưởng thuộc về kiểu người thứ ba. Kiểu người thứ ba là chơi là phải về đích. Họ sẵn sàng chấp nhận những khó khăn, thử thách và họ coi đó là điều tất yếu trong cuộc sống. Tiếp tục vượt qua những khó khăn, tiếp tục phát triển bản thân mình nhiều hơn và là người chiến thắng. Còn một nhóm vô cùng đặc biệt nữa, đó chính là nhóm luôn luôn chơi vượt đích. Kể cả khi đã về đích rồi thì họ vẫn luôn dốc hết sức mình. Họ vẫn luôn làm nhiều hơn mong đợi. Nếu như sếp giao cho bạn một việc, họ sẵn sàng làm nhiều hơn mong đợi của sếp. Nếu như một ngày có 24 giờ đồng hồ và chỉ làm việc 8 giờ đồng hồ, thì những người chơi vượt đích họ có thể làm việc đến 10 giờ đồng hồ, 12 giờ đồng hồ, 16 giờ đồng hồ. Vấn đề ở chỗ đó là họ coi trọng kết quả hơn là thời gian. Thời gian cũng có thể là nhanh hơn, cũng có thể là dài hơn, nhưng cái điều cuối cùng là bạn phải đạt được mục tiêu của mình. Giống như khi bạn tham gia vào hành trình này cùng với thầy, chúng ta cùng nhau đi lấy kinh, chúng ta cùng nhau vượt qua những thử thách mỗi một ngày. Và nếu như bạn tham gia hết mình trong hành trình này và bạn chơi để bạn về đích hay bạn chơi để bạn vượt đích, thì bạn cũng sẽ đạt được huy chương như thế này đây. Và thầy chúc cho bạn sẽ có nhiều dũng khí hơn, can đảm hơn mỗi một ngày, liên tục vượt qua những thử thách và khó khăn để tiến về phía trước. Chúc bạn thành công. Ngày hôm nay sẽ là một thử thách đặc biệt tuyệt vời hơn nữa mà thầy dành cho bạn. Are you ready? Yes! Let's say our incantation. Và hãy nói to câu thần chú chúng ta nhé. 1, 2, 3, action! I'm a great English speaker. Tôi là người nói tiếng Anh tuyệt vời. Và bây giờ, thử thách ngày hôm nay đặt ra cho bạn đó chính là trả lời mini story với bài The Race. Một cách lưu loát, trôi chảy, bật rõ những cái câu trả lời đầy đủ cho từng câu hỏi. Và sau đó ở thử thách số 2 thì thầy sẽ hướng dẫn cho bạn kể lại câu chuyện này ở trong thì tương lai. Đây sẽ là một cách thức để huấn luyện bạn rất là tốt, phát triển cái khả năng ngữ pháp của bạn. Alright, let's get started with our first challenge today. Và hãy sẵn sàng với thử thách đầu tiên nhé. Please stand up, take a deep breath. Exhale. Move your body và hãy di chuyển cơ thể của mình. Đặt camera ở phía trước để quay lại quá trình bạn thực hành với phần phản xạ này nha. 1, 2, 3, action!
Hello, welcome to the mini story for The Race. Let's get started. It was 5 o'clock and Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, at 5 o'clock, right? At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Was Alan riding his car? Or was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, of course, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Where was Alan riding his motorcycle? In San Francisco. Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was he riding? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. He was riding down Van Ness Street and came to a stoplight. Who was riding down Van Ness Street? Alan. Alan was riding down Van Ness Street. What was he riding on? On a motorcycle. He was riding on his motorcycle. Was he riding down Market Street? No, not Market Street. He wasn't riding down Market Street. Was he riding down Lombard Street? No, he wasn't riding down Lombard Street. He was riding down Van Ness Street. When? When was he riding down Van Ness Street? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, he was riding down Van Ness Street. Who was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock? Alan. Alan was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock. Was he in a truck? No, he wasn't in a truck. He was on his motorcycle. And he came to a stoplight. Did Alan come to a go light? No. He didn't come to a go light. He came to a stoplight. We never say go light. We only say stoplight. Who came to a stoplight? Alan, of course. Alan came to a stoplight. What was he on when he came to a stoplight? A motorcycle. He was on a motorcycle when he came to a stoplight. Where was the stoplight? Well, on Van Ness Street. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Was the stoplight on Embarcadero Street? Or was the stoplight on Van Ness Street? Van Ness, of course, Van Ness. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Who was at the stoplight? Alan was at the stoplight. Which city was Alan in? In San Francisco, of course. Alan was in San Francisco. Where is Van Ness? Well, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Is Van Ness Street in New York? Or is Van Ness Street in San Francisco? Well, of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Where was Alan riding? he was riding on Van Ness Street in San Francisco, and he came to a stoplight. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Did the red Ferrari pull up behind him? No, 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 not behind him. The red Ferrari pulled up next to him. What pulled up next to Alan? A red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Did Alan pull up next to a red Ferrari? No, no, no. Alan didn't pull up next to a red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Where did the red Ferrari pull up next to Alan? At a stoplight on Van Ness Street. At a stoplight on Van Ness Street, a red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Was Alan in a red Ferrari? No, no, no. Alan wasn't in a red Ferrari. He was on a motorcycle. Alan was on a motorcycle. What did the red Ferrari do? Well, it pulled up next to Alan. The red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. The driver was wearing dark sunglasses. So, Alan was wearing dark sunglasses. No, 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 not Alan. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Who was wearing dark sunglasses? The driver of the Ferrari. The driver of the Ferrari was wearing dark sunglasses, not Alan. The driver looked over at Alan. Did the driver look behind Alan? No, no, no. He looked over at Alan. Who looked over at Alan? The driver of the Ferrari looked over at Alan. Did Alan look over at the driver? Yes, he did. Alan also looked over at the driver. Who was the driver? Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise was the driver. Alan looked over at the driver and realized that the driver was Tom Cruise. Who was the driver of the Ferrari? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who was the motorcycle rider? Alan. Alan was the motorcycle rider, and Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who looked over at Alan? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looked over at Alan. What was Tom Cruise wearing? Sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses. Was Alan wearing dark sunglasses? No, he wasn't. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses. and he looked over at Alan. Tom sneered at Alan. Oh no. Did Tom smile? No, he didn't. Tom didn't smile. He sneered at Alan. Was Tom friendly and nice? No, he wasn't friendly and nice. He sneered at Alan. Did Alan sneer at Tom Cruise? Or did Tom Cruise sneer at Alan? Well, Tom Cruise sneered at Alan. After he sneered, what did Tom Cruise say? Well, he said, "When the light turns green, let's race." After he sneered at Alan, Tom Cruise said, "When the light turns green, let's race." Did Tom want to race? Yes, of course. He has a Ferrari. He wanted to race. Alan said, "All right, you're on." Did Alan agree to race Tom? Yes, he agreed. He said, "You're on." Did Tom say, "You're on"? No, Tom didn't say, "You're on." Alan said, "You're on." Alan agreed to race. Who said, "You're on"? Alan. Alan said, "You're on." What did Alan agree to do? Well, to race. Alan agreed to race Tom. He said, "You're on." Tom said, "I'm gonna smoke you, sucker." Did Tom say he would beat Alan? Yes, he did. He said, "I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna beat you." Did Tom say he would win? Yes, he said he would win. He said, "I'm gonna smoke you." Who was Tom gonna smoke? Well, Alan. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Schwarzenegger? No, Tom wasn't gonna smoke Arnold Schwarzenegger. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Alan at football, soccer? No, he wasn't gonna smoke Alan at football or soccer. He was gonna smoke Alan in a race. In a race. He was gonna smoke Alan in a race. Was Tom nice and polite? No, he said sucker. He called Alan sucker. Is sucker a nice, polite word? No, it's not. It's not polite. It's not nice. He said, "I'm gonna smoke you, sucker." Alan said, "You wish. I'm gonna beat you and your sorry ass car." Did Tom have a very, very nice car? No, he did not have a nice car. He had a sorry ass Ferrari. A sorry ass car. What kind of car did Tom have? He had a sorry-ass car. Low-quality car. Bad car. Cheap car. Is a Ferrari a nice car? No, it's a sorry-ass car. Ferraris are sorry-ass cars. Did Alan like Tom's car? No, he didn't. Alan thought it was a sorry-ass car. Who had a sorry-ass car? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise had a sorry-ass car. Did Alan have a sorry-ass motorcycle? No, Alan had a great motorcycle. But Tom had a sorry-ass car. Alan and Tom waited at the light. They revved their engines. Vroom, 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 vroom. Who revved their engines? Alan and Tom. Alan and Tom revved their engines. Did they rev their bicycles? No, not possible. They didn't rev their bicycles. Of course not. They revved their engines. What did they rev? Their engines. They revved vroom, 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 their engines. Tom and Alan revved their engines. Suddenly, the light turned green. Alan and Tom took off. Did Alan and Tom start slowly? No, they didn't start slowly. They took off. They started quickly. They started very fast. Alan and Tom took off. What did Alan take off on? Alan took off on his motorcycle. On his motorcycle. Alan took off on his motorcycle. What did Tom take off in? In his car. Tom took off in his car. Tom took off in his Ferrari. Did they stop or did they take off quickly? They took off quickly. Why did Alan and Tom take off quickly? Well, they took off quickly because they were racing, right? Of course, they took off quickly because they were racing. They zoomed down Van Ness at top speed. Who zoomed down Van Ness at top speed? Tom and Alan. Tom and Alan zoomed down Van Ness at top speed. When did they zoom down Van Ness? Well, after the light turned green. After the light turned green, they zoomed down Van Ness. Did they zoom down Van Ness before the light turned green or after the light turned green? After, of course. They zoomed down Van Ness after the light turned green. Did they zoom down Lombard Street? No, they didn't zoom down Lombard Street. Which street did they zoom down? Van Ness. They zoomed down Van Ness Street. Tom was winning. But suddenly, blue and red lights appeared behind Tom. It was the police. They pulled him over. Who pulled over Tom Cruise? The police. The police pulled over Tom Cruise. Who did the police pull over? Tom Cruise. The police pulled over Tom Cruise. Did the police pull over Alan? No. They didn't pull over Alan. They pulled over Tom Cruise. Why? Why did they pull over Tom Cruise? Well, because he was going too fast. He was going too fast. They pulled over Tom Cruise because he was going too fast. Who was going too fast? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was going too fast. Alan zoomed past Tom. Did Tom zoom past Alan? No. Tom didn't zoom past Alan. Alan zoomed past Tom. Why did Alan zoom past Tom? Well, because the police pulled over Tom. The police pulled over Tom, so Alan zoomed past Tom. Alan was laughing. Ha 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 ha! He yelled, "Better luck next time!" When did Alan yell, "Better luck next time"? Well, he yelled as he zoomed past Tom. When he zoomed past Tom. As he zoomed past Tom, Alan said, "Better luck next time." As he zoomed past Tom, he yelled, "Better luck next time." Who yelled, "Better luck next time," as he zoomed past Tom Cruise? Well, Alan, of course. Easy, right? Alan yelled, "Better luck next time," as he zoomed past Tom. Alan was the winner. Okay, that is the end of the mini story for The Race.
Great! Now for the second challenge, I will help you to tell the story in the future tense. Và thử thách tiếp theo, thầy sẽ hướng dẫn bạn kể lại câu chuyện này ở trong thì tương lai. Câu chuyện này thì bạn đã nghe trong thì quá khứ rồi đúng không nào? Và thì hiện tại cũng rất là dễ, nên chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau luyện tập để kể lại trong thì tương lai. Thì tương lai tức là nó sẽ xảy ra đó, nó sẽ xảy ra trong một cái khoảng thời gian sắp tới. Và bạn hãy tưởng tượng là câu chuyện đó sẽ diễn ra và mình kể lại câu chuyện này. Ví dụ, in next one month, there will be Alan. Alan will ride his motorcycle in San Francisco at 5 o'clock. He will ride down Van Ness Street and will come to a stoplight. A red Ferrari will pull up next to him. The driver will wear dark sunglasses. He will look over at Alan. Alan will look at him, and he will realize that the driver will be Tom Cruise. Tom will sneer at Alan. He will say, When the light turns green, let's race. Alan will say, oh right, you're on. Tom will say, I'm gonna smoke you, sucker. Alan will say, you wish, I'm gonna beat you. And the sorry ass car. Tom and Alan will wait at the light. They will rev their engines. Vroom. Suddenly, the light will turn green. Alan and Tom will take off. They will zoom down Van Ness at top speed. Tom will be winning. But suddenly, blue and red lights will appear behind Tom. It will be the police. They will pull Tom over. Alan will zoom past Tom, laugh. He will yell, better luck next time. Alan will be the winner. Very good. Như vậy trong phần vừa rồi bạn để ý thấy rằng thầy đã sử dụng với từ will hoặc là will be để mà kể lại một câu chuyện ở trong thì tương lai. Và nhiệm vụ tiếp theo của bạn là kể lại câu chuyện này trong thì tương lai. Sau đó thì quay video đăng lên trên nhóm để thầy check sửa cho và kiểm tra xem bạn đã kể cái câu chuyện này ở thì tương lai được chưa nhé. Alright, enjoy your practice today and have a great day. Bye!